Hello students, welcome to class 11th session of English, and before proceeding would like to discuss few important points with you. Although I have already mentioned it in the previous session, but again would like to remind you that kindly attend your classes regularly, whether I am talking about the live classes or the videos that we are uploading for your different subjects. So please make sure that you are going through all the videos and attending all the live classes. Then you have to prepare for your assessment that is going to be there in the second week of August. And syllabus, you all are very well aware, the July month content or the topics that we have covered will be taken for the assessment. You have to do your daily homework and you need to submit it on time, either on the school portal or the email ID provided to you earlier. Then the daily reading and writing practice is also required. Beside that, you have to put your efforts for improving your handwriting too. And now we'll move to today's topic. Okay, all of you look at this picture. I'm sure that all of you are able to recognize that, able to understand that what it has been shown here. Yes, you all are absolutely correct. That is water cycle. I hope all of you are very much familiar with water cycle. So try to give the answer of this. What is water cycle? Write it down in your practice notebook quickly, each and everyone. Yes, if we talk about water cycle, helps in the circulation of water through the different process. If we talk about it, can be evaporation, condensation, and then precipitation. Okay, the secondly, how is the cycle getting disturbed? Quickly tell me, according to you, how this water cycle is getting disturbed? Yes, different reasons can be there, due to deforestation, climatic changes, high temperature, pollution. So all these different factors can be responsible for disturbance in water cycle. Okay, now tell me, what is the similarity between rain and music? How many of you enjoy rain? Okay, so have you ever found any similarity between rain and music? If up till now you never paid attention to it, so as we know that monsoon already started, so whenever the next rain will be there, try to find out the same and try to get it. Is there any similarity between rain or music? So we'll let you know that which topic I'm going to introduce today, but before that we'll talk about the learning objective of today's topic. The learning objective of today's session is to enable the students to understand the critical appreciation of the poem based on rhyme, content and theme. Also to identify the figures of speech used in the poem, to appreciate aesthetic writing, means where you are appreciating nature. Also to identify the two voices in the poem. So up till now you might have already get the idea that I'm going to take the poem, and the name also you must be knowing up till now. Yes, I'm taking the poem The Voice of the Rain. Here, tell me which poetic device has been used. Please mark it in your textbook only and just write down according to your knowledge which poetic device has been used in the title The Voice of the Rain. The poem The Voice of the Rain is written by Walt Whitman. It is a conversation between the poet and the rain. So here we can see that two voices that you are going to understand is the conversation between the poet and the rain. It is an imaginary dialogue between the poet and the rain. Surprisingly, the rain answers the questions asked by the poet and tells about its birth and end. The rain explains its eternal journey. Eternal here means which never going to end. In its birthplace, that is earth, to the poet. So this is the intro of the poem. Each and everyone, I hope everybody is having the textbook with them. You have to keep the pencil also, so wherever it will be asked, you have to mark it. You have to write down the meanings of the different words given in your poem. Firstly, I am going to read the poem and each and everyone will listen to me without looking into the textbook, and then in the second time when I will start with the reading of the poem again and with the explanation, then you have to look into your textbook. So everyone, listen to me without looking into your textbook. And who art thou, said I, to the soft falling shower, which, strange to tell, gave me an answer as here translated. I am the poem of earth, said the voice of the rain. Eternal I rise, impalpable, out of the land and the bottomless sea, upward to heaven, whence, vaguely formed, would altogether changed and yet the same. I descend to lay the draughts, atomies, dust layer of the globe, and all that in them without me were seeds only, latent, unborn. And forever, by day and night, I give back life to my own origin, and make pure and beautify it, for song issuing from its birthplace after fulfillment wandering, ragged or unragged, duly with love returns. Now, every one of you, to the silent reading of this poem quickly. Read it on your own. Each and everyone, and please make sure that you are looking into your textbook now and reading it. You have to do the silent reading of this poem. Now we'll start with the explanation. I hope all of you have read up till now on your own. And who art thou? Please underline it. Who art thou here means who are you? These words are the use of the Old English. Underline and write it down here, Old English. And the meaning is who are you? Said I. I stands for poet. Underline and write it down. To the soft falling shower. Here the imagination has been done, which, strange to tell, gave me an answer. So here, when the poet, if we talk about, asked the rain, the shower, that who are you? And in return, he get an answer. And what is that? As here translated, I am the poem of earth, said the voice of the rain. Voice of the rain here, the personification has been done. You can understand that when the rain has been presented as the living thing. Eternal here means never ending. Underline and write it down. Eternal here means never ending. I rise impalpable out of the land and the bottomless sea. Here you can see when the poet asked rain that who are you, then she answered that I am the poem of earth. Impalpable here means underline which cannot be felt by touching or cannot be described. So from where it rises from the land. And bottomless sea. Please underline and write down here the water cycle. You can refer here that how the rain originates from land or sea, and through the different processes of evaporation and condensation comes back on the land. Here the rain shows its connectivity with the land. That is somewhat if we talk about inseparable. Now here the rain explaining the process of its formation. Upward to heaven, whence. Whence here means again the old English used here. Write down where. Vaguely means not clearly. Form had altogether changed and yet the same. Please mark it. Here we can see the sea water totally changes into different manner in the form through evaporation and then condensation, and yet the same when falling again on the earth. Please mark it and write it down. When falling again on the earth. I descend. Underline the meaning, the term word descend here and write down come down. Here I stands for rain. Rain comes down to lave. Lave here means to wash the drops. Atmes here refers to the small particles, dust layers of the globe. So here rain describes that why it comes to the globe on the earth. Write down describing its work to wash away all the drops and the dust particles. And all that in them without me were seeds only, latent, unborn. In this next line also, rain explains that why it comes down to the earth. It comes down for the seeds which are hidden inside the earth, still unborn, because we know very well for the growth of any plant we need water too. So here we are able to understand the importance of rain. Please underline seeds only, unborn. Write down here importance of rain. Also mention that rain is the only one which gives life to the hidden seeds. Write it down quickly in your textbook only with pencil. Rain gives life to these seeds, these unborn seeds, and forever by day and night. Please underline it. I give back life to my own origin. And what is the origin of this rain? Underline, write it down. Yes, exactly, that is the earth only. I give back life to my own origin, that is the earth, and make pure and beautify it. So here rain explains that how day and night it gives life and care to the earth, the place from where it originated, and it also enhances the purity and beauty of the earth by repeating the process of water cycle. please underline and write it down how the rain pure and beautified through the process of water cycle. Write it down quickly, each and every one. For song issuing from its birthplace after fulfillment, wandering, wrecked or unwrecked, duly with love returns. So we can see the meaning of wrecked and unwrecked here. It means whether anyone caring or not, it does not affect the poet nor the rain, if someone listened to the rain or not. So in these last lines of the poem, we can see the rain has been presented as a song that originates from its birthplace, just like the heart of the singer, and travels to fulfill the earth's need and wanders. It finally comes back to the place from where it originated through the process of water cycle. We know that rain originates from earth and comes back to the earth only after fulfilling all the needs of the earth. Whether it is ruined or not, it returns to the original position with a lot of love to its birthplace. So here rain explains that it is never going to get affected the same way the poet, whether somebody is listening to the voice of that rain or not. Its work will never stop and it continues to fulfill the needs of the earth by removing the drought from the earth, providing life to the seeds and helping the plants to grow. So this was the poem where the beauty and importance of rain was described. And in this poem we saw that two voices were there. The first one was of the poet and the another one was the voice of the rain, from where the title has been taken. Now each and everyone, again you have to go through this poem on your own and try to get the meaning of this and quickly mark the poetic devices used in this poem. Quickly each and everyone underline and write down which poetic device has been used here. Then we'll do the discussion of that. Each and everyone with pencil right now mark in your textbook. Quickly, wherever you think that different poetic device has been used, underline it and try to write down which poetic device has been used there. So I hope up till now you people have already marked. So we are taking the poetic devices used in the poem, The Voice of the Rain. So first one, if we talk about the personification, we can see here where the poet used a non-living thing as a living thing in the poem. And what is that? Which line is given here? I am the poem of earth, said the voice of the rain. So here that is personification, although I have already mentioned it in the beginning of the poem. Then metaphor, where we are doing, what is the meaning of metaphor? Where we are doing indirect comparison between the qualities of different things. Here we are not using like as. If we are using the terms like or as, that will be the simile. Okay? So metaphor, where directly we are comparing, where indirectly we are comparing the two things, mainly the qualities. I am the poem of the earth. Rain is being compared to a poem. The next one is hyperbole, which means when we are exaggerating the statements. So in the poem, if we talk about, it is mentioned bottomless sea. So that is the example of hyperbole. Another example you can see to try to understand this poetic device, like you can say, I caught a fish as big as my house. So that will be the example of hyperbole, where you are exaggerating the things. The next poetic device is imagery, where the visual description of something has been shown. For example, soft falling shower. All of you are supposed to mark it in your textbook also. Clear? Right now, through this session, you are supposed to underline and write it down in your textbook also. And whenever the notes will be shared with you, you have to write it down in your notebook in neat and clean handwriting. All the work must be done in your fair notebook. And right now we are going to do the oral discussion of the question answers here, although after today's session the notes will be shared with you, and based on these notes you have to write down the answers you have to note it down in your notebook. So if we talk about think it out, the first one, there are two voices in the poem. Who do they belong to? Which line indicate this? So here I hope after reading the poem all of you are very well aware that there are two voices in the poem. One is voice of the rain and the another one is the voice of the poet. In the beginning the voice of the poet is mentioned, and just to give the answer of that, the voice of the rain is mentioned there. So we can see here these two voices are there. The lines which indicate the voice of the rain are, I am the poem of earth, said the voice of the rain, and the lines which indicate the voice of the poet are, and who art thou, said I to the soft falling shower. Then the second is given, what does the phrase strange to tell mean? So here the phrase strange to tell means that it was really strange for the soft falling rain to reply to the poet's question. When the poet asked the rain, who art thou? The rain replied, I am the worm of the earth. So it was really strange to tell, to answer to the poet, and that answer was given by the rain. So that was a strange thing. Now the third one, there is a parallel drawn between rain and music. Which words indicate this? Explain the similarity between the two. So here we can see in the poem the last lines, for the song issuing from its birthplace after fulfillment, wandering, wrecked or unwrecked, duly with love returns, draws a parallel between rain and music. Here the poet compares the life cycle of the rain and the song. According to poet, as the song originated from the heart of the singer, wanders to the world, whether liked or not, comes back to its birthplace in the end with lots of love. Similarly, the rain that originates from earth, that is its birthplace, fulfills its duty to beautify and purify the earth, and wanders and comes back with love for its creator. So in this manner, the similarity between rain and the song, the music was done. Next one, we talk about how is the cyclic movement of rain brought out in the poem. Compare it with what you have learned in science. So here you have to recall about your water cycle that you have already gone through in your previous classes. In the poem, the water rises from the land and the bottomless sea in the form of vapor. We know that this is the which process took place here? Evaporation. It then changes its form, transforms itself into clouds, and that is condensation. It comes down to the earth in the form of rain. that I hope all of you are very well aware. We call it as precipitation. To wash, drought, provide water, give life to unborn and latent seeds inside the earth. The rain purifies and beautifies the earth. In science, if we talk about, the water is evaporated in the form of water vapor, condenses in the sky to form clouds, and then rains down in the form of water again into rivers, streams, grounds, ocean, etc. In this poem, the rain describes its eternal journey itself, eternal, which never going to end, which will continue forever. Now the next fifth one, why are the last two lines put within brackets? So here we can say these last two lines are mentioned in the bracket. The reason being because these are basically the observation made by the poet and his thoughts. He made a similarity between the rain and the music. So here, to present it as the mere observation, the poet kept it in brackets. I hope the poem was clear to all of you and able to achieve your learning objective after this session, that you will be able to, you have understood the critical appreciation, that how to do the critical appreciation of the poem. You are able to identify the different figures of speech also. You are able to appreciate aesthetic writing by appreciating rain, the importance of rain here, and you are also able to identify the two voices in the poem. So this was today's session, and students, please make sure that regularly you people are attending your live classes, and whenever you are attending your class, you have to mention your full name along with your, means your first name along with your surname must be mentioned, and your class and section. Notes of this chapter will be provided to you, and make sure that all of you are going through it and doing it in your fair notebook. Thank you.